Peace, fam. Happy Monday. It's June 30th, officially the last day of June, which is the last day of Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just wanted to give a few minutes to address that, share as part of my perspective and maybe something that resonates with anybody else. I've been seeing a lot this month. People storytelling and being authentic, and there's a lot of mirror work, so I thought I'd be sharing my 2 cents. Just as it pertains to a few months ago, back in October, I had a really big pivot in my life. I was transitioning from a business that I was in. I was in cut and sew in Linden, a design shop for 9 years. Had to leave that situation. My partner, my mentor at the time, owed me $40,000, and the dispute got crazy, and I had to remove myself. At the same time, I was turning 31, and I was facing eviction, so I was losing my apartment. I had no car at the time, and all that I could do was take my machines from the place that I was working into storage. And that's when I started to transition with my new partners now at the print parlor. But that was a long transition. I was down to my last $600, and I was prideful and stubborn. I had nowhere to go. I didn't have family to stay with or anything like that. I really didn't know where I was about to go. I went to court, settled my eviction. So I parted my ways there at my apartment. So I was moving out, put all of my shit in storage, everything that I belonged in storage. I gave my cat away. And I thugged it out for a little bit. Sleeping in U-Haul, sleeping in my storage, Airbnbs, until I burnt my last little bit of money up. I was in between seasons with my clients, so I didn't have money to project to look forward to really. But I know I was going to continue doing what I had to do because I really didn't have a choice. Thank God for my brother, CJ the Legend, and thank God for friends that held me down, so I was able to stay and crash at my brother's house. And I've actually been there since October. So if you've seen me out and about, I've been part of the statistic in New Jersey. Homelessness goes up, and I've been one of those people dealing with that. Now, there's 2 different kinds of homeless, for real. There's nowhere to go at all, or sleeping in your car type, there's that's 2 different things. I've dealt with both. And then thank God now, to have friends or someone or place to be. But I've existed on all tiers of that. And at the same time, you always push through because you don't have an option to quit or lay down. I don't know what that looks like for me. So every day I woke up and put my best foot forward. I try not to let my circumstance dictate how I react with everything external in the world, my relationships with things. I try not to let, what to look like what I'm going through, because it will look like some shit for real. Some days it was really crazy, man. I was walking 10 miles, or I was walking from Rahway to Springfield because I didn't have bus fare, literally that broke. And I was still transitioning, prideful, didn't want anybody to know my circumstance really. I was waiting to go back and forth to court. My last partner and my mentor, she pressed charges on me for stealing because I took some of the machinery from my last place just to survive. So there's all kinds of this headspace going in. I couldn't really take care of myself, nutritional deficit. I was not able to eat and take care of myself the way I needed to. But I still pushed through. And with God giving me strength and, like I said, through love and encouragement from everywhere else, I was able to make a way, Even right now to this day, it's still very tough. I had an employee. I was trying to scale back up, and I was taking care of employees and still not really profitable in my scaling back up as an entrepreneur. And I'm losing sleep trying to figure out how can I scale, what can I build the infrastructure, how can I, survive. And many sleepless nights, working 25 plus hour shifts and all of these things to survive. And I really, for the most part, kept a lot of that to myself because that's just what it is to be a man sometimes, from what we get socially. You got to be solution based, and you don't complain, and you put your best foot forward, and all of those types of things. And I tried my best always to remember not to compromise my integrity and the morals and the character that I've built for myself. That is super important to me. So even in those moments of supreme desperation, I'm not out to wreak havoc, or I'm still mindful, and I can have at least the awareness to think 2 times and 3 times over before I do things that are crazy, even though they might seem reasonable. So I'm saying all the things to say, if anybody perceives me in a way, this is not a pity party. I always struggle with being authentic when you're telling things that might be heavy, or your struggles, to avoid people feeling and having pity for you. But it's also in a way that we can encourage each other, because if you've seen me at any capacity since October, I've been really going through that shit for real. But I also been really grinding. So if you've seen me, a lot of people have been telling me lately, oh, like they seem like a perky, oh, you up, we see you doing this with that or whatever. And I'm doing well. I'm okay. God is good, and so am I. But at the same time, I'm going through it. And I just want to always represent the full story of everything too. So I'm not up like that. Trust me, I'm not. My reality is still very different than what can be perceived sometimes. So, and that can be heavy. So I'm acknowledging myself right now, and I'm hoping that any of my testimony resonates with another man that's going through the ringer and putting his best foot forward and maybe not getting acknowledged for it, bro. I see you. Keep grinding, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got community. I'm trying to build community for men and my brothers to tap in with each other when we need to, because we also do need that outlet of support. So yeah, that's just a bit of my testimony for this Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm glad that I get to do this, so I can release some of this as I go into the new month. And it's just be a reminder to take care of your health, take care of your well-being, keep striving, don't compromise your integrity, keep God close, and lean into the people that love and support you. And you never know what'll happen on the other side of your testimony or being authentic. So that's all I really got to say. Peace, family. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, week, month. We halfway through the year, and God bless.